Hello, Audio Geeks, Genesis here. What did you listen today? For me, I spent the last 12 hours with these amazing IEMs, 7Hz Legato. In this video, I would like to share some unexpected findings with you. But before we get to that point, let's do the unboxing. So, how do they sound? I will save the detailed analysis of the frequency response and the comparison to the full review video. Today, let's just talk about some interesting observations. The first one is the bass response. So before receiving these IMs, I checked some impressions on the internet and especially the interview from 7Hz people. And my expectation is that these IM would have a very strong, bold bass response that is somewhat physical but muddy. Fortunately, these IM do not sound like that. Instead, they have a snappy bass response. Not as snappy and crispy as this one, but it is not loose or muddy. The bass response has a strong snap attack and then a very clear, strong decay. So that means you will feel the resonance of the bass at the foundation of the soundstage. The second surprise to me is the soundstage. So my initial expectation is that this IM would have a small soundstage. Inside the head, not a lot of depth, not a lot of width, but that is really not the case because the nozzle, which is very long and making the IM sticking out of your ears, these IM have very wide soundstage. And at the same time, because of the big bass response, you also have a lot of depth. And because the treble response of this IM, it also have height. So for example, some instrument can flow above your head. So it's a large 3D sound stage. And there would be a sense of contrast between a central element that is closer to you in the middle of your head and something's background that is far away. So these IM are actually quite decent if you want to listen to some large orchestral music, as long as they are not too dense, but as long as the layers are not too close to each other or the instrument are too close to each other, because that's when it will get a little bit congested. The last surprise to me is the technical performance, resolution, separation, detail retrieval of these ones. So my expectation is this wouldn't have a lot of technical performance because of the big bass response, But that is not the case. It's true that when the music is very dense, then this IM wouldn't be able to peel the layers like this one or this one. This is the Hades MS5. But at the same time, if the music is not too dense, because of the large soundstage, everything will feel very separate. And when you listen to lighter music with less instruments, you will realize that you can actually hear a decent amount of details from these ones. So, can this match the technical performance of these two? No, but it's not that lacking that I feel missing when I leave these two at home. So those are some points that surprised me about this 7Hz Legato. In the full review, I would go more details into the analysis of the frequency response and the comparison between these 7Hz Legato and other IMs so that we can know how this one fit into the bigger picture. Till then, see ya.